Hey y'all, and thanks for joining me. In this video, I'm going to share with you the different ways that you can use the brushes that are included in the Seint's Brush Blitz Detail Collection. And in this collection, you get the detail brush, the powder brush, the multitasker brush, and the line brush. So, as always, I have a lot to say, so let's get started. This brush is called the powder brush because you could set your makeup with powder using either end of this brush. One end you can set your contour, the other end you can set your highlight. But you can also contour and highlight with this brush. And I'm going to show you how. This flat end side, that angled side, you can tap it lightly into your highlight, and you can apply it just like this. This brush actually gives a pretty good coverage of highlight. My absolute favorite brush to contour with is the detail brush, and it's made for contouring. Getting all the little details with this tiny end too, like brightening up. So let's get busy with this one. To contour my cheeks, I'm going to tap into my contour with only one end of that brush. And I'm just going to slide it back and forth along the bottom of my cheekbone. I'm also going to get underneath my jawline. And I use the flat side for this, just the basic flat side. And I like to drag it down my neck some. And the top of my forehead. I'm going to use the one side of the detail brush to contour down my nose. Now I'm going to go to that detail end of the brush, and I'm going to do my detailing of my brightening highlight. Okay, now for my lip and cheek. This flat side, this little angle flat side on the powder brush is also good to apply your lip and cheek. Because it's flat, it will give you a heavier coverage of your lip and cheek, but remember, I'm going to blend, and I'll take off any excess with my perfector sponge. The multitasker brush. I'm going to be honest, I have about 4 of these. I have one strictly for my lips. I have one that I do use for contouring with my brightening highlight. I don't know if you remember when I went to do my center of my nose with this end, I kind of had to go back and clean it up a little because I had put too much on. This multitasker is great to contour your nose. You can apply contour with this paddle side down both sides, and then you could come back and put your brightening highlight down the center, or you can still use your detail brush for your contour down the sides of your nose, and with the paddle brush, come in and just do a line of contour right down the center like so. I'll just go back and blend that. I also have a multitasker for my eyes. If I want to do a little darker like lash line of, I use my eyeshadow as my eyeliner, I can get a more precise line with this little bitty end of the multitasker brush. And a lot of times I use the paddle side. That's for my upper, smaller side for my upper or bottom. but I also like to use the paddle side for my bottom lashes. So this is an absolute must, I think, in everyone's collection of makeup. And not just one, but several of these. They're called the multitasker for a reason. So I'm going to show you how I use the multitasker for my lips. Small pencil side to contour, and then I like to flip it around and use the paddle side to fill in with lip and cheek. Now I'm ready to set my makeup with my powder. So I'm going to use that flat side that I put my highlight and my blush on with, and I'm going to set it along my blush with that flat side. Right along that contour and blush area. Then I'm going to flip it around to this side, and I'm going to tap into my It powder, because that's what I love to set it, my aging skin with, because it's milled super fine, made of silk and hydrolyzed collagen. And now I'm just going to press that on my highlighted areas. If you've been keeping up with the brushes in this collection, you know that I have one more brush left, and it is the line brush. And I like to do it once everything is set with powder, because a lot of times when I'm putting a little powder in my T-zone, I will mess up my eyebrows. So let me show you how I use the line brush. I dampen my spoolie, and then I just gently swipe it along my brow wax. Then I brush up and then over and out. Then I'm going to flip it over to that little bitty angle side, and I'm going to darken my brows with a brown eyeshadow. Basic. I like to use basic. You can also use contour. That concludes my video on the different ways that you can use the 4 brushes that are included in the detail collection. Again, they are the powder brush, the detail brush, the multitasker brush, and the line brush. This collection is available during the Seint Blitz now until August 25th, or while supplies last. And there is a savings. I can't remember what the savings is on this collection, but I'll add it right here. And as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below or send me a question via my email or wherever you found me. I'm happy to answer all your questions. So y'all have a good one.